renal arteries, right through there. Remember, right on top of the kidney is the what? What's on top of our kidneys?
The adrenals?
Yeah, the adrenal glands. Not giving me kidney. Just kiss. It's weird. You do, sometimes you look over there, just giving each other kisses. It's weird. Why are you not looking at this? So right on top of the kidneys, we're going to find that adrenal gland. Now we're going to look at all those other lateral branches that are going to come off of the abdominal aorta. So let's find that phrenic, or the inferior phrenic artery. So we see these two big guys right through here. Those are our left and right inferior phrenic artery. They both come from the same place, so I really don't care if you differentiate between left and right. The next thing we're going to see is our middle suprarenal artery. Now, don't get confused. There is a superior, there is an inferior suprarenal artery. Okay, but the only one that we care about is the middle, right? Because that's what's on our list. So that's the one we're going to concern ourselves with.
That goes to the adrenals.
That's right. Yeah.
Where is that?
So this guy right through here. Now, as we continue moving down, we're going to see our gonadal vessels. So generically, they're called your gonad, the little artery and vein. But if you're looking at a female cadaver, then it's going to be the ovarian artery. If it were a male cadaver, it would be the testicular artery. And if we look at it from the side, we can see clearly it's coming off the lateral aspect of our abdominal aorta.
On the exam, can we just write either one? Or will it just be based on?
I would suggest just writing gonadal, and then you don't have to worry about what the set says. Now, right through there, we can see the lumbar artery. And so I'm going to add the skeleton in just for a second so that we kind of see where they are in relationship. So right on top of the lumbar vertebra, the vertebral bodies, we can see the lumbar artery. So it's very deep. It's not going to be on top of any of the muscles or anything like that. It's going to be very deep. Now, if you look, you can see that it's actually coming off the posterior side of the descending aorta. Another artery that comes off the back side of that aorta is going to be that median sacral artery. It's pretty easy to identify because it's going to go right over the middle of the sacrum itself. And if we look, again, normally you're going to see it. It's kind of weird. It's normally coming from the back side of it as well too. This looks like it's coming from inside the actual abdominal aorta. That's not right. Where the abdominal aorta ends, we get our iliac arteries. So on both sides, we have a common iliac artery. And then it further subdivides, and one becomes external as it stays external and then goes down under the inguinal ligament to become the femoral artery. The other one is going to go inside of the pelvis here and become the internal iliac artery. Is there anything on your list for the arteries that I missed? Can't think of anything, Rob.
Did you do the, what was the difference between the middle suprarenal and then the renal arteries?
So The renal artery is gonna go into the kidney.
I see.
Another name for your adrenal gland is suprarenal gland. So, we commonly refer to it as the adrenal gland, but it's also known as the suprarenal. That's why you have a superior, middle, and inferior suprarenal artery.
So if we wrote middle adrenal artery, that would be wrong.
It technically would be wrong, yeah, but I'd probably let you get it. Tighten up the reins here, start being really mean. You guys tell everyone under you guys that I'm really mean, if I can tighten it up next quarter. Of course, I probably won't
Wait till
have
after head and neck.
Yeah, I probably won't have anything with head and neck next quarter. Let's see, I think that's it for all the arteries that we need to know. Now, here's the thing we're gonna do now, is we're gonna see the veins. What I want you to remember about the veins is that when we saw the jejunal artery, there's also a jejunal vein. When we saw the ileal artery, there's an ileal vein. When we saw ileocolic, when we saw right colic, middle colic, left colic,